Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to do another what I eat in a day for you guys. I know you guys really love these, so I'm bringing you another one. It's been a few weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you do and you want to see more like this. So I have everything laid out already, and I'm going to be making my, yes, you guessed it, oatmeal. If you are not new here, you know that has been like my thing lately. I just love it. I have been eating it like literally like twice a day, and I'm gonna try to break that today. One, I think it'd be more fun to show you something a little different than oatmeal twice, especially when I eat it the identical way each time. But I also kind of want to get out of that routine. As much as I don't think there's really anything wrong with that, I also don't want to get sick of it. So I'm definitely gonna start my day with that. But because I have showed it to you guys sort of recently, I still will again, just in case you kind of missed the last one or forgot how I like to have it. But I'm also going to show you another thing too that I'm going to make in advance for later today. That's going to be like a little sweet treat that's very guilt-free. Let's just get into it, and I'm going to start by getting my oats ready to go. Okay, so real life, if you notice, I actually just changed my pants. I just got a call from my gym buddy Sydney. She is on her way over. She had a break between classes, and she's like, "You want to hang out?" I'm like, "Of course." So I put on pants. It's going to be a productive day. Anyway, but she's so cute. She's like, "Do you want to meet at Starbucks?" And between her classes, I'm like, "Sure, that sounds good." And I was totally going to just go and do that. And she's like, she calls me right back and she goes, "Wait, it's almost 11. I'll just come over. You got to eat." This is what our relationship is together. With that, I do intermittent fasting, and I start eating at 11 o'clock till 7 o'clock. That's my eating window. And it's like 10:35 right now, but I figured by the time I got everything done, be about that time. But isn't that funny? That's real support right there. But I think we actually may go to Starbucks after I eat, and I'll definitely share with you when I get there. I'll probably get my cold brew, cold foam coffee. Veganized. But anyway, yeah, so that's why my pants are on. It's gonna be a good day. Okay, so I'm just gonna measure this out. I still find for myself that 40 to 45 grams of oats is like my happy place. And that's how much like actually makes me full, which is about 150 calories to 160 to 170, just depending on the oats. These are rolled oats from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna do just 40 since we are probably gonna go to Starbucks, and 41. And I do measure it still every day. You'd think by this point, since I make it so much, I'd have it that like down, and I guess I do, but I still just to double check, you know. And I'm gonna put in about a ½ tablespoon, I like it kind of like a lot, of cinnamon. Love that. You can also put some pumpkin pie spice in it too, but I'm not gonna do it on this because I'm gonna actually do it in our little dessert I was telling you about. And then I also like to add this powdered peanut butter. You can use PB2, PB Fit, not any of the Fit ones, it doesn't really matter. But the reason why is I like to get a little bit more protein in without the fat. Now I actually eat kind of high fat. I've mentioned this to you guys. I guess everyone has different definitions of what that is, but I would say I get about 60 to 70 grams of fat a day. And I actually feel really good doing that. As long as I keep like a calorie deficit, I'm still gonna, you know, have the weight loss come. Hopefully, you know what I mean? It's working for now. So I do 2 tablespoons of this, but because I like to put real peanut butter on top, I like to cut back the fat a little bit for what I put in it, you know, balance. And then that is basically it. I put then a cup of water in here, and I just cook it up on the stove for like 5 minutes, and that is done. I top it with real peanut butter and ½ cup of blueberries. That is my jam, you guys, like literally, and I'm eating this twice a day. Maybe Sydney will pop on. That's her name, my gym buddy. I've told you guys before. Maybe she'll pop on and say hi. I'm like super protective of her though too, because she's young, and you know. But you guys are my crew, so it's okay. Guys, I just made this the other day, and it says oats are life, and I've been using this every day for my oats, and Yeah, I made it. I have these on my website. I love, love, love making these for you guys. If you haven't checked them out already, please do. I'd love to make you a set. And I do have a fall promotion right now for 15% off. But yeah, I had to make this for myself. I'm like, listen, if I'm not committed to my oats, I gotta do it. All right, so while that cooks, this is going to be our dessert of the day. Have you guys had this before? The Simply Delish brand. This is the vanilla flavor. They have a lot of flavors actually, but it's like a pudding and just the pudding mix. Typically, pudding is not always vegan friendly or Jell-O's. It has gelatin. So that's why this one here, though, I got off of Thrive Market, which I do have linked below, is sugar-free, gluten-free, vegan, fat-free, lactose-free, GMO-free. And what we always say when it like lists all that is like, well, what's left? But it just comes in this little package, and we're gonna make this. And basically, if I eat this entire thing, and you'll see how much it makes, it's less than 100 calories. It's awesome. The nutrition on it here, yeah, 24 calories per serving, but it does make 4. The sodium would be a little high if I do eat the whole thing then. 4 carbs per serving, it's really not that bad. Yeah, I probably won't eat all of it, but I'll probably eat half. Me and my husband will share this later tonight. So all I'm gonna do is put this in a bowl. Super simple to do. And this is a great way for myself to get my protein in even more, because I'm gonna actually use my flax milk with protein, and it's vanilla flavored too, which I think will be really good in this. And that gives me right there 8 grams of protein in itself, because this is actually pretty much the serving of it too, because this actually calls for a 1.25 cups. So I'm gonna put that in here. And what you wanna do too, do that, is whisk it for like a good solid 2 minutes. If you have like an electric mixer too, do that, but just by hand is fine. What I like to do to change it up though is I like to actually make this sort of taste like a chai, and I actually add cinnamon to it. Now you can do that, you can add whatever you want of course, but I'm gonna add some cinnamon, probably like half a tablespoon again. I always go a little heavy with cinnamon, but this time, and I think that combo makes it taste kind of like chai, but this time I'm gonna add some pumpkin pie spice. This is from Trader Joe's, because fall is here, my friends. Let's do it. So I'm gonna pour this in just like this. And again, we do wanna kind of get like mixing it for a good couple minutes. And if she shows up, I'm gonna make her do it. Because my oats are almost done. I can smell them. Yeah. This will thicken up in about 20 minutes, I'd say. And we'll just keep it in the fridge, and 20 minutes later, you're good to go. But I'll probably have this hours later, which is totally fine too. But definitely make it in advance. Give yourself at like 20, 30 minutes, just so it's chilled too, to be really good that way. This actually, flax milk is pretty thick already, so I feel like this is actually gonna be really, really good. But I've made it with almond milk before, comes out great too. It's good stuff. Now, I do have some little chocolate cookies, the low-fat cookies from Trader Joe's. All I'm saying is I think it would taste delicious to dunk them in here, right? We'll see what the end of the day looks like and what I got left, but yeah, just like that. It's good. It's already pretty thick, so good to go. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and we'll be set. All right, now I like my oats really, really thick, so just add more water or liquid of your choice to it if you don't, but I do, so, all right. Good stuff. Someone commented before when I made oats on camera how like everyone makes their oats different, and she is 100% right. Like literally everyone does it different. It's kind of funny. And again, like I said, I like to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, almond butter, whatever, some kind of nut butter to this. And I mean, I try to who am I kidding? That's a heaping one because that's delicious. So I do that and I put it over top. Yeah, I know it's hard to see, but you get it, you get it. And then I leave the spoon in it so that way I can lick it after. Listen, we take our calorie intake very seriously. And then I put my blueberries over top. And that, my friends, is my definition of perfection with oatmeal. And again, I know everyone does it differently, but this is it. Hello! This is my gym buddy, Sydney, to put a, this is me, to put a face to the name. But we are actually going to, this is why you gotta get a gym buddy, guys. We're gonna walk to Starbucks and get our steps in. Where are you? Accountability. Where are you at?
Probably not very good today.
Me either.
Walk will help.
Yep.
So.
I'm at like 1,700 steps right now, and that's not gonna cut it. So we're gonna do this. It's about 3.5 miles, I think. So it's,
okay.
anyway, but we'll show you what we order. All right, guys, so I am back home and she had to go off to school. So we got our steps in. I am now officially at almost 11,000 steps for the day, which is awesome. So Wednesdays are our days off, and we take Wednesday and Sunday off from the gym. And if you are new, I do CrossFit essentially. It's actually like a combo of CrossFit and bodybuilding and boot camp. It's a mess and it's intense, and we absolutely love it. And she has just been such a light in my life, and I'm so glad we're doing it together. But it just worked out today that one of her classes was canceled, and we got to go on a walk and change it up. We don't walk usually, and so this was a big thing for us to be able to do that today. But anyway, it is about 2:30 right now, and I'm gonna have my second meal of the day. But guys, I have to be honest, I just posted on my Instagram wanting to know if you think I can do it. Follow me there if you don't already. And I can feel the craving for the oatmeal again for later tonight. I can feel it. I'm gonna do my best, guys. But I think there is also something to be said about that being okay too, and just sharing that with you, that when you find what makes you happy, what makes you content and fulfilling, that's the whole point with dieting and eating and in general, right? And so you gotta just give what your body wants too. But we are on lunch right now, and I am actually gonna make kind of a chicken / bean taco type thing. We'll see. I actually picked these up this morning from the store. They are these light tortillas. I've actually had these before. Nate and I did a fajita like mukbang with you guys about a month and a half ago or so, and we actually got these then, and I tried them for the first time and I love them. So they're 80 calories for one tortilla. It's actually like a really good size. It's not like those little itty bitty ones. So I really like them, and they're just a little bit lower calorie, lower carb in them, and I'm gonna have that. And I'm gonna put, actually, let me grab it. I'm actually gonna make some of these smart tenders here. One serving of these is 100 calories, and you get 3 strips, and I'll show you kind of what these look like. And I'm just gonna kind of like cook these up in the air fryer, I think. Heat up some beans. I just have some black beans here from Trader Joe's. Put some olives, maybe some lettuce, maybe some salsa. I think it sounds good, right? And then I'm also going to have, this has been a guilty pleasure lately. I'm gonna grab those too. I have about a serving left of these Beanfields Pico de Gallo chips. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, have you ever had the Beanfield chips? They are very different than the Benito's ones, and I am obsessed with these. They sent these to me about I wanna say a week ago, because then it would justify how many are gone. A couple days ago, and I already ate the nacho ones, and the jalapeno ones Nate finished off. These Pico de Gallo ones and the nacho ones are my favorite. I love them, so I'm gonna pair some of this with it. But what's cool is you actually get 4 grams of protein in here per serving. The carbs is pretty low at 16 carbs, but 4 is fiber, 6 grams of fat, and 130 calories per serving. It's really not that bad for chips. And chips are like my slippery slope of like, I can throw down a bag. So I do still need to be careful, but I have really been enjoying those. It feels like a cheat when really it's not, as long as I keep it, you know, within moderation. It's not. So good. So these are what they kind of look like in the package here. And what's kind of nice about this package, it's actually a serving size of 2 for the whole thing. And so usually Nate and I will like split this and call it a meal right there with whatever we're eating. I'm just gonna take my air fryer basket here and take 3 of these. And just to kind of show you what they look like. They're really good. I've had them multiple times now. And just throw them in here. I'll save the other 3 for Nate for later. Yeah, just put those in there, heat them through for like, I don't know, 7 minutes or something. It's not real chicken, so it doesn't really have to be cooked through. You're mostly just crisping it up or heating it. So I'm just gonna heat this up a little bit on a little skillet pan, and I'm actually just gonna put these beans over top. This is just 1/4 of a cup. I don't want like too much, and that'll heat them up enough for me. I'm not picky. While the chicken finishes up. And then I just got some lettuce here, these olives, some salsa from Trader Joe's, one of my favorites, and then I'll have the chips. And then what I wanted to show you guys too, I got this about 2 weeks ago, and it has been a game changer, you guys. Like, seriously, I think it's kind of corny and kind of silly, but I seriously fill this up every single day. I don't care so much about like this timeline or anything, but I get why, it's cute. But I make sure I drink a full gallon of water every single day. And again, sometimes I don't even get started really. Yes, I drink water at the gym and all that, and I don't even count that for this. But sometimes I feel like I literally start this even closer to noon, and that's okay. As long as I get it in, it doesn't matter. But right now, already today, I'm almost done with it. It's right there at the bottom, and again, it's about 2:45 right now. And yeah, so I would highly recommend getting some kind of jug like this, you guys. Now I transfer it into like another cup from here because I hate drinking out of this. But just, it's a great way to get it in, you know? Yeah, I'll totally link this below if you're interested. I bought it off of Amazon, and it really has helped so much. Helps with my bloating, because as a vegan, I have been getting a lot of fiber in. And that's great. And a lot of people actually struggle to get enough fiber. I'm getting almost too much, guys. But by drinking a lot of water, it really does help offset that. And so that has been a really big thing that I am incorporating. And then also I wanted to show you guys too, I did recently get some B12 spray. So I do take that now. I was taking it in a form of just a multivitamin, but now I'm doing the spray. I'll show you more of this on my upcoming vlog. So be sure you're subscribed. And then I also have some turmeric pills I'm finishing up before I switch to a different brand. I love doing that for anti-inflammatories. It's really good. And then I also take a probiotic every so often as well. That's the Garden of Life brand probiotic. I do love the brand a lot, but I just thought I'd show you those too. So here is the chicken, basically all crisped up. I love that air fryer. It works so great. And I'm just gonna thinly slice this up and put it over this, and then put my toppings on it and call it good. Put the chips inside. This is amazing. Oh my God. So good. This is so good. Eat what makes you happy, guys. Okay, so that was delicious, especially with the chips in it. Seriously, it was so good. But I am also hungry and I'm going to have my protein shake. I pretty much have one of these daily, sometimes, you know, different flavors and stuff, but I pretty much get a protein shake in every single day. I'm gonna do the cookies and cream one today by Orgain. Love this. I've only found this flavor on Amazon, so I'll link it below for you guys. And then of course, the Slim Bar from Nugo. These are my absolute favorite, hands down, love it. And this alone, guys, is about 38 grams of protein between both of these. And it's such a sweet tooth, satisfier too. So that's gonna be what I finish up my meal with. All right, so I made myself a deal. I'm gonna have my oatmeal again. I'm gonna do it, but here's the thing. I need to eat more greens. This is something that I'm more aware of. I feel great. I like what I'm eating, but I still want to get in the goods. And I want to do as much as I can of eating real foods and fulfilling my vitamins and all that with food versus actual vitamins. But sometimes, you know, it is what it is. But that's what I'm really focusing on. And so I'm going to have myself a cup right now of broccoli roasted in my air fryer, basically. Oh my gosh, it is so, so good. It's like a snack. They're super crispy. They get very nutty. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you really quickly how I do that. And then afterwards, I'll have my oatmeal. Yeah. All right, so I have it in my air fryer, the cup of broccoli. I'm gonna lightly spray it with a little bit of cooking oil, and then I'm gonna put on some garlic powder and Italian seasoning, you guys. It is so simple and so yummy. I swear to you, if you are not the biggest broccoli person, or even if you are, I actually like it too, but it tastes so different this way. And so I really, really recommend trying it out. And you'll see that the tops, like the little tree part, will actually really start to look brown and just so, so good. So I'm going to put these into my air fryer. Let's do like 10 minutes or so. High heat here, 390. And I'll show you what they look like when they're done. One more thing I wanted to mention, and this is not something I really bring up often because it's not typically like something I take on a daily basis at all. But I actually will take some folic acid if I notice that my folate is low, and there's certain days where that can happen. So I just thought I would share that with you too. But most of the time, again, I can get everything that I need by the things that I eat. But there are just times where I don't get every, category hit, and I will supplement accordingly. So I thought I would show that to you guys as well. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So good. Okay, so I know that it might look maybe like not the most appealing, but I promise you, you guys, it is incredible. So good. All right, guys, so, I did it again. Identical. But I wanted to show you guys the dessert that we made earlier. It's all set. It's all done. I did put my finger in it, and it's delicious. So let me show you. So here's what it looks like, all set up. Just giving it like a little mix. And I will eat like half of this tonight. I'm not going to do the cookies this time, but it's not a bad idea. But it's so good, you guys. It really, really is. And if you want just like a little sweet treat, there you go. Good stuff. So that is going to wrap up my night. I'm going to put my total here with everything that I had today all broken down and what that looks like. It might be a little jumbled from what you see. Sometimes I forget things and have to go back and put it back in. I do use Chronometer to track everything. I just like to get a good sense of where I'm at with everything beyond just weight loss and like having like my calories tracked. I like to know where I'm at for all my vitamins and all that too. So I really, really enjoy using Chronometer. But I better go because the dogs are barking. That's my cue. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise in the future with more of these, I'll share some more meal ideas other than just oatmeal. Anyway, guys, thank you so, so much for all your support. Always, I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next time.